Hello everyone, I'm MrEvan Productions, and welcome to episode 151 of Ask MrEvan. So let's go ahead and answer some more questions once again. Here we go. Chloe the Squeak Fan 2K4 asks, why did Universal Kids shut down? I'm not really sure why, but I think it's probably because they wanted to reduce the focus onto the streaming service called Peacock. Because, Peacock does stream Universal movies. So I think that's why Universal Kids shut down. And I apologize for the stuttering. I hope you guys don't mind it, because that happens to me sometimes. Anyways, let's move on with the next questions. And they go to Connors Daniel, and he asks, 1. Do you think Baby Shark sucks? I do. Yes. Baby Shark really does suck. And I never really liked that song to begin with. Not even when it was first introduced. I never liked that song to begin with. Even after the song was introduced. Like, I never liked that song to begin with. Because I never really liked that song, even when the song was first released. 2. Do you think the Loud House should have never been created in the first place? Yes. Because the Loud House really sucks. I used to like the Loud House back in like 2018. And my favorite character used to be Lincoln Loud. But I lost interest on the show somewhere around 2020. And thank God I no longer like the Loud House anymore, because that show really sucks. It should really get taken off of the air. But I'm not trying to celebrate because it's kind of heartless. I'm just saying. Jim Carlo, the Super Mario Fan 2006 asks, 1. What's your favorite DreamWorks movie? Well, Jim Carlo, my favorite DreamWorks movie is Shrek from 2001. It's the first Shrek movie from 2001. And Shrek 2001 is my all-time favorite DreamWorks movie. Cause I'm gonna go with Shrek 1. I'm gonna go with Shrek from 2001. Shrek 2 is pretty good too. But the movie Shrek the Third is not really that good in my opinion. I honestly prefer the video game based on Shrek the Third. And for Shrek Forever After the Final Chapter, it's not really a good movie in my opinion. I prefer the video game based on it as well. Because the video games based on the later sequels after Shrek 2 are just so much better than the movies and than the actual movies themselves. So yeah. 2. Opinion on Best Buy. I'd say Best Buy is a pretty good store where they sell like electronics, laptops, and stuff like that. And all kinds of electronics. 3. Opinion on popcorn. I really love popcorn because popcorn is really good. It's a really good snack. Because it's common for people to have popcorn during movie nights. And yeah. 4. Are you happy you're no longer friends with Dan Sobel? Yes, I am. Because Dan Sobel's content is now cringe-worthy nowadays. But back in 2020, Dan Sobel's content used to be awesome back in 2020, because back then in 2020, he did not do nursery rhymes, movement time, and stuff like that. He did not do those back then, which I'm glad he didn't, because he was just uploading content about random stuff back then. But recently, he started uploading nursery rhyme videos, movement time, and all that crap that we dislike. But back in 2020, he did not do this kind of he did not do this kind of stuff on his channel, mainly because he typically uploaded dance he typically only uploaded dance videos back then, just normal dance videos. Because he only uploaded those back then. He did not do storytime videos then, which I'm glad he didn't. So yeah, I'm just glad that I'm no longer friends with Dan Sobo anymore, because all of us are getting sick and tired of his content, because we want him to leave the internet for good. Adam Media Corner 2006 asks, 1. What's your opinion on High Five? I've never heard of it, to be quite honest. 2. Do you have cable TV? I used to have cable TV back when I was younger, but nowadays we just do streaming. But I do know that that someone, but I'm not going to mention their name because it's kind of personal. But they have cable TV. But they still have cable TV because they watch it. But for us, we never really have cable TV anymore, because nowadays we just do streaming. Nowadays there's just streaming, and everybody just streams all day long, because that's what they do now. 3. Have you ever heard of Ben Lucero? Yes, I have heard of Ben Lucero, and his content also sucks. Because I saw that video where Ben Lucero was screaming at the mall. Which, that's not very nice of him to do that. Because if he does that again, then the police is gonna have... Then they're gonna have to call the police on him. Then they're gonna have to call the police. So yeah. So don't scream at the mall. Because Ben Lucero is the mall screamer. Because he screamed at the mall. Because I saw that video where he was screaming at the mall. And that was not very nice at all. It was disrespectful, and it disrupted the pace. But if I was at a mall, I would never do that. I would never mimic Ben Lucero, the mall screamer. Because if I did that, then the police would also get called on me. Would also get called as well. So yeah, Ben Lucero's content really sucks. He should get off of the internet as well. Just like with Dan Sobel. 4. Have you ever heard of Hunter Wiggle? I have heard of Hunter Wiggle, but I have no opinion on his content, because I think he just left YouTube altogether. Or if you know about his content, if he left or not, you can just let me know in the comments. ESTN 2013 asks, 1. How's your 2025 so far? It's actually doing pretty... My 2025 is doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. 2. Have you played the Game Boy Color system? I don't think I did, but I might have when I was younger, but I don't really remember. Mainly because I just played on my old DS. And the Wii when I was younger. 3. Do you like Scrabble, the board game? I've heard of it, but I've never really played it. Next, we have a statement from Forrest Rome, and he says, "Still rocking your West Virginia Mountaineers hat and awesome shirt." Well, thank you, Forrest Rome. I really appreciate your comment. It's got these notifications. Alright, Wonder Red asks, 1. What's your opinion on Futurama? I think Futurama is a pretty good show. I really like it. 2. What's your opinion on breakfast burritos from McDonald's? I never had them, but maybe someday in the future, I'm gonna have to try the breakfast burritos. Maybe in the future. And maybe I might possibly do a food review on it as well. 3. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. In fact, I'm doing Ask MrEvan right now. Joseph Gilmore's Reviews, also known as Joseph Gilmore's Fantastic Reviews and More, asks, 1. What's your favorite song? Well, my favorite song is probably... I don't really know, to be quite honest, because there's so many songs out there, and it's hard to name just one. If I have a favorite song, then I'll let you know. But it's just so hard to pick just one. But if I had to go with just one, I'll go with a Cody Johnson song. Like, my favorite Cody Johnson song is On My Way to You. Because my favorite song is actually On My Way to You by Cody Johnson. Because On My Way to You by Cody Johnson is a really great song. And that's my favorite song. 2. What's the funniest thing that you ever did? I don't really know, Joseph, to be quite honest. What's your opinion on Smash Bros. Ultimate? I think it's a pretty decent game. It's a pretty decent game, to be quite honest. What's your opinion on Call of Duty? I've heard of it, but I have heard of Call of Duty, but I've never really played it that much. Alexis the Red Boy 2002 asks, 1. What's your opinion on Rapper Offline? I don't really care for it that much. 2. What's your opinion on Paramount feature presentation? I think it's pretty decent. 3. What's your opinion on the failure venture term, the failure ventures term, and the more like term? They're pointless nowadays. I don't like those terms. 4. What's your opinion on The Simpsons? The Simpsons is a pretty good show. 5. What's your opinion on King of the Hill? King of the Hill is a really great show. Cause it's a show for adults like me. And that's what adults should be watching, is King of the Hill. 6. What's your opinion on Ben Lucero? I don't care for him. I don't care for his content. 7. What's your opinion on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? I don't care for that show. 8. What's your opinion on Rainy Days? Rainy Days are okay. Sorry if you hear the dogs barking, but I apologize. But I gotta say, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, it really sucks. I don't really like that. I don't like that show. It's just kind of annoying. But if you like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, that's fine with me. I can handle your opinion. 8. What's your opinion on Rainy Days? They're good, but nowadays, they're pretty good once in a while, but I don't like them all the time. 9. What's your favorite KFC food? Probably Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff like that, because it's so good. 10. What's your opinion on Taco Bell? Taco Bell is a pretty good restaurant, but I know Super Mitomo doesn't like Taco Bell, but I can handle his opinion on Taco Bell, because I actually really like Taco Bell. And what I like to get from there is, I like to get Doritos Loco Tacos with meat and cheese only, and sometimes I'll get a Chalupa with meat and cheese only, and nacho fries, if they have them, because I heard that they no longer have nacho fries, but instead I just get nachos and cheese, and a Dr. Pepper to drink. But if you guys don't like Taco Bell in your opinion, that's fine with, but if anybody out there doesn't like Taco Bell, that's perfectly fine. I can handle your opinion. 11. What's your opinion on Craig Simpson? I think Craig Simpson is a pretty good YouTuber. 12. What's your opinion on Bella Harris? Bella Harris is alright, but even though I don't watch her content that much. 13. What's your opinion on baby shows yes, teenage shows no? And what's your also opinion on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom challenge mode? I gotta say, that user is pretty decent in my opinion. I never really subscribed to him, to be quite honest. In my opinion on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom challenge mode, it's also decent. The Gabe 295 asks, did you find Dusty Kruphuber's crash in Planes Fire and Rescue scary? Yes, I did. SpongeBob 85,000 Angelo asks, 1. Do you hate getting yelled at? Yes, I do hate getting yelled at. 2. Do you hate Coco Melon? Yes, Coco Melon really sucks. I never liked Coco Melon to begin with. 3. Do you like Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon? Yes, I do like Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon is a really great company that makes shows like Blue's Clues and other shows. Daniel G asks, when are you going to Shelter Island Ferry? Now that I don't really know because it's just hard to get, it's just expensive to go there, to be quite honest. And last but not least, South Park YouTuber asks, will you ever do a food review on Burger King? That's a possibility. Someday in the future, I will just do that. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for episode 151 of Ask Mr. Evan. I hope you guys enjoyed it, so if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed this video, be sure you give it a like, comment, subscribe for more videos coming soon to the channel. And until then, this is Mr. Evan Productions saying goodbye everybody, and that's about it. Peace out. Thanks for watching.